welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different vibe. We're going to avoid the extreme facial close-ups and the back of my throat types of view that I'm usually serving on this channel. It's going to be a little bit more light-hearted, more of a practical advice video. And it's going to be wardrobe essentials for when you're going through binge eating recovery or some kind of eating disorder recovery where you are bound to gain weight. This can be really, really daunting when somebody decides that they're going to recover or when you're forced to recover. Putting on weight is one of the scariest thoughts because usually putting on weight or being a certain size is what got you into having an eating disorder in the first place. And take it from someone who knows how important this is, to have clothes that make you feel put together, smart, and that you look good, and clothes that you are comfortable in. Now, for me, I went from a size 8 24-inch waist to a size 12 in about 6 months. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you when you're going into recovery is just accept it. It's so hard, but when you let yourself just roam free, say, right, I'm not going to restrict any food anymore. If I want to eat 5 packs of biscuits, then I'm going to eat 5 packs of biscuits. And eventually your brain will understand, hey, I'm allowed to eat biscuits. I don't need 5 packs. Maybe today I'll just eat 1 pack. And maybe eventually I'll eat 2 biscuits. Or however many you fucking want, honey. You want 5 packs, eat 5 packs. That makes you happy. But when you stop restricting, you're allowed to eat what you want to eat, chances are you will overeat. If you then come back to your wardrobe as somebody who was a size 8 and all your clothes are still a size 8, but your freedom around food and your willingness to comply with your recovery has resulted in you maybe gaining 5 pounds and now you're a size 10, trying to squeeze into your size 8 clothing is going to make you feel shit. You're gonna feel bad. You're gonna try and put on your size 8 clothing and go, oh my goodness, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough for size 8 clothing anymore. And on top of that, I need to lose weight. And then you end up back in a vicious cycle of restricting and then binging and then putting on weight. So the answer to this is get clothes, comfortable clothes that don't cost the earth, that still make you look good and feel good, that also have your best interests at heart. Now, picking the clothes that give you freedom is quite difficult, I found anyway. So I put together a short reel of wardrobe essentials and that I still consider wardrobe essentials as I'm still going through recovery. Even though I haven't binged in a very long time, I'm still carrying all of the weight that I gained during that time period. And on top of that, I still overeat. I don't restrict myself from anything. Now, sometimes that means that I eat 5 pieces of bread with a bowl of soup. Do I need 5 pieces of bread with a bowl of soup? No. Do I want 5 pieces of bread? Yes. Do I restrict myself and say, no, Maeve, only 2? No. Does eating 5 pieces of bread every single day with a bowl of soup eventually result in a bit of weight gain? Yes. So what do? I make sure that I keep clothes in my wardrobe and that I purchase clothes that are comfortable. Comfortable for my mind and comfortable for my body. Okay, so let's just get into this. If you're enjoying these videos, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you could... My lights went off a minute ago and... Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're updated when my new videos are coming out. And yeah, let's just get on with this. Welcome to the most see-through outfit you've ever seen on YouTube. We're just gonna deal with it. I'm sorry if you're offended by the female form. Well, I think it's quite sexy, actually. So one of the absolute essential first things that I recommend you go and pick up is a jumpsuit. Why do I recommend you go and pick up a jumpsuit? Well, number one, your ED recovery body is going to look a little bit different to what you're used to usually seeing in the mirror. This doesn't always inspire the happiest feelings that we could be feeling, and thus actually putting effort into picking what you want to wear can be a really, really difficult task. You might actually just not go out based on the fact that you don't feel comfortable in anything, you don't know what to put together, and that's where the jumpsuit comes to the rescue. The jumpsuit, it's already an outfit. It's a top and pants put together. You can whack a belt on there if you're feeling comfortable and you want to define a little bit of shape, or you don't have to. They're quite classy items if you get the right kind of one, and the material does matter here. You want to opt for something that's a little bit drapey, maybe a textured material, not super tight fitted, and you know, pattern is totally up to you, honey. You might not be into colors like this, but I am. Almost like a ribbed texture, but at the same time, it's floaty. The material is stretchy, and the divide here, you've seen these kinds of jumpsuits, the divide here is going to create a top pant illusion, so a bit of a defined waist without you actually wearing anything tight on your waist. If you know me, you know this is something that I would never go for. But when you're going through eating disorder recovery, your fashion might change. You might have to alter your style just for a short period of time to ensure comfort. That's just a decision that I made. I decided to opt for things that made me feel good, even though this isn't something that I would pick up off the shelf usually and go, that's a bit of me. Even though it didn't feel like me, I still looked presentable. Nobody else knew that it didn't feel like me, and you do think that everyone's looking at you, even though they're not. Stretchy material, it drapes quite nicely over the stomach area, and it allows for bloating. When you enter into that world of allowing yourself to eat foods that you would usually restrict yourself from, you might overeat those foods and gain weight. Clothes that allow for bloating and extra weight gain are really important. If you stick to keeping clothes in your wardrobe that you are used to fitting into, when you're starving yourself and you're a size 8 and you try to fit into them once you put on a bit of weight, it can be really depressing. It can be really depressing. You might not want to go out, you might not want to get dressed at all, and that's not the kind of life you want to be living. When you're going through eating disorder recovery, you need to allow compassion for yourself, for your body, and for your clothes. The clothes have done nothing wrong. The clothes have never done anything to you. Your body just wants you to look after it, and your mind is going to need looking after too. So if you choose to not go out because your old clothes don't fit you at the moment, because you've gained a bit of weight, because you're allowing yourself to eat what you want and you're not restricting, even if you're taking those steps, but you're not going out because of the way you look, you're taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards. Even if you don't feel comfortable in your body, forcing yourself to go out into the world and forcing yourself to still try and live a happy life and engage with other humans is going to propel you further into the self-acceptance movement, into the world of self-acceptance that you want to be in. The reason that you started this journey anyway is to find peace with yourself. I'm just going to slip on another jumpsuit to kind of show you what I mean. Something you can get away with jumpsuits is getting something that's a couple sizes too big. It's hard to get away with that with trousers. Getting trousers that are 2 sizes too big are not going to fit you properly, and you can get away with it with tops, but jumpsuit, for the most part, you can get away with something that's 2 sizes too big. It's going to allow for bloating again, and you can slip on a belt, create that shape that you want, and if at some point you decide that you're not comfortable, you can just take that off. You can still look smart, you still look put together, and you still feel good. Now, something you can also do during the winter, I mean, here in the UK, it's absolutely fucking freezing, is a turtleneck jumper, something like this. It's quite it looks quite fashionable underneath. Drapey jumpsuits are quite often a summertime thing, so, you know, sticking on a turtleneck or a roll neck jumper underneath is an option. So as you can see also, the crotch is quite low. So when your stomach does protrude, and the material ends up lifting up and out like that, the crotch is going to lift when you're bloated. If you're wearing a jumpsuit that's already really tight around the crotch when you're not bloated, if you become bloated, your yoni is gonna be upset with you. She is gonna be uncomfortable. She deserves love just as much as the rest of you does. So yeah, we're not looking for yeast infections. Get something couple sizes too big, nice low hanging crotch. lots of room to move about in, room for bloating if it happens. So let's just move on to dresses. Now you might not be a dress girl, you might be a dress girl, but I am a dress girl. I am as much a dress girl as I am a sweatshirt, jeans and trainers type of woman. I just kind of dress how I'm feeling. Now wearing fitted dresses and dresses that showed my shape when I was feeling quite unsure about my body shape at the time, and when I wasn't confident with how it was actually looking, and when I was going through that changing process, wearing fitted dresses for me was not an option. But I still wanted to look put together if I was wearing a dress. Now, some people, especially you short ladies out there, you can get away with baby doll and smock dresses and they're going to look adorable on you. It's A-line all the way around, and the only place where it's fitted is across your décolletage and your shoulders, and you just have complete freedom underneath. So here's a few dress options that I opted for. Really popular in 2019 was this style of dress. It's going to drape over the stomach really comfortably, and it's not going to grip anywhere. It still slightly shows your figure in a really flattering way. Now, if you're not into the super long dress trend, remember I'm 5'10". I love a long dress. I can carry a long dress really well. As you can see, has a ruche here, which you can pull tight. If you don't want any kind of gather around the waist, you can undo this and it still looks really good. Now, the rest of the dress, as it drapes over the hips of the stomach and the buttocks, it doesn't grab anywhere specific. It drapes really nicely. I'm just going to show you what these kinds of dresses look like. So this is the slightly fitted in all the right areas, but not fitted in all the right areas dress. This dress, again, you can chuck on a belt and go out like this. The summer dresses like this are now going to be out and about. You're going to be able to pick them up for absolutely nothing because this was last year's fashion. But again, we're not trying to keep up with the fashion here. We're trying to be comfortable. It looks really good, again, with a roll neck jumper underneath and some boots, kind of something like this. Obviously these colours do not match at all, but something like this looks intentional. But the reason I used to wear it is it would just kind of dangle in the right place so that I would feel confident going out in a dress without a jacket on and without having to cover up. So this was the other type of chiffon drapey dress, but that's at a shorter, more manageable length for women that are not giants. As you can see, it's slightly fitted just under the bust so that the rest of it drapes down over the hips, over the stomach and over the bottom. And something that's tight here is not going to restrict your waist, it's not going to restrict your internal organs, it's not going to restrict your intestines or your stomach, but it's still fitted, it still creates a shape, you still feel put together, you still feel confident and womanly and girly if that is a priority for you. I know it is for me sometimes. And another couple of dress options that are really important to me, that I find are an integral part of the wardrobe, of my wardrobe now, are jumper dresses. Roll neck, like turtleneck jumper dresses. Really fashionable at the moment actually, and I found these amazing ones on Missguided, but you can find them anywhere. This is the style of dress that I'm talking about, and I like to use these workmen's belts with them. These kind of buckle belts are my favorite. They're really easy to put on. Whatever size you are, they fit. If I was bloated, I felt like it was kind of disguised in some way. So yeah, as you can see, it fits. They're actually amazing belts. They're so easy to take on and off. You know, you're just done. This is the same dress, but in like a camel color. And these dresses look amazing with trainers. So a dress like this can look really good with a pair of trainers. You can use the crossbody bag hack and a fur coat over the top, and you've got a banging outfit that you feel comfortable in, that you look amazing in, and that is there for you, and you love it just as much as it loves your body. These dresses also look good with blazers. So this is what one of those dresses looks like without a belt or without anything. It's still fitted with the trainers and maybe some socks. That's just my vibe. Really simple outfits like this are really important when you're going through recovery, because spending time picking things day in, day out, things that you're gonna feel comfortable in, is such a mind fuck. You got a simple outfit like this you can just slip on, you feel comfortable in, you know it looks good, you know it matches, and you can go out confidently into the world and feel good about yourself. It's going to do you a world of good. And actually going out there into the world when you're you're not feeling very comfortable, when you're not feeling yourself, is super important because it gets you used to feeling the fear and just doing it anyway. That's why the tags are on it. I'm selling it, but just for an idea, blazer looks good with the trainers. If you're not a blazer girl, nice long coat, chuck your bag on, get yourself one of these dresses in every color, get a couple of these belts, get yourself a crossbody bag and a nice big coat. If you get comfortable in an outfit like this and going out like this, even if you're not comfortable in your body, it's going to do you a world of good. It's going to get you out there. It's not a really difficult, complicated outfit to put together when you're not sure what looks good, and it's kind of cool. I kind of freaking love this outfit. So you might not want to be wearing dresses and jumpsuits. You might still want to wear trousers and tops, and that's totally doable. You just need to pick the right kinds. You need to pick the right styles, the right fits, and something that is going to give should you require it. So I'd like to welcome back the chino. I know. But the reason chinos are such a good match is that they're slightly fitted around the waist, then most of them balloon. They are gathered just below the waist belt and in a way that they sort of balloon. So they create a space and a pouch for your self-love, baby. Mom jeans, baggy boyfriend jeans, high-waisted jeans, all great options. You're able to wear a tight top and still wear something fitted, so you're still able to wear fitted clothing, but in a way where you're comfortable. Baggy jumpers and baggy trousers work for some, they don't work for others. I'm not a huge fan of it on me, but I did wear it quite a lot whilst I was recovering because it was comfortable. It wasn't my fashion, but I chose intention over fashion, and my intention was to be comfortable and to get out of the house. Alongside trousers and jumpers and shirts, I want to throw in my blazer obsession. If you still want to wear your skinny jeans, then there is a way to do that. Skinny jean blazer combo with the belt creates the peplum illusion, which gives you shape but still covers you in the right areas. And then big coats, full fur coats, oversized long coats, trench coats, all became staples for me, and they elongate you. When you wear a big baggy coat, doesn't really matter what you're wearing underneath. So let's just chuck on a few of these outfits and see what I'm talking about. So a jean like this is not something I enjoy wearing, but they are a brilliant recovery option. They've got a lot of give room here. They're baggy, they're comfortable. You can move around, chuck a belt on with it, create that extra dangle dimension that I was talking about, and you are set to go. Chuck on a baggy coat, crossbody bag, easy, simple, get dressed, get out the house, go and get some fresh air. It's a very low thought process type of outfit, and you're gonna be comfortable all day long in this, bloat or not. Just another option, baggy jumper, baggy jeans, overhanging builder's belt, trainers, boots, big coat. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good to go. All right, a balloon chino. This is what I was referring to when I was talking about the balloon chino. So you've got these gathers here which create an illusion. So you have the option to discreetly bloat if it happens. This one especially has a stretchy waistband, so I have lots of freedom. Yet, apart from all the dog hair, I still look quite put together. Chuck on a blazer, chuck on a coat, and you're set to go. Oh man, you could not get me out of cargo pants in the latter half of this year. Now these were so much bigger when I bought them, but I shrunk them in the dryer. I need to get the hang of washing machines, but one thing at a time. Chinos, cargo pants, and baggy jeans, get some. Go to your local thrift store, go to your local shop, and just get some of this shit. You don't have to like it so much. I didn't like these the first time I saw them. I got them on sale because I knew I needed something to feel comfortable in. You don't have to particularly love the clothes that you're buying, but just make sure that you've got clothes that fit you and that you feel comfortable in. Woo! Woo! She doesn't wear these anymore. She doesn't wear these anymore. Now, you might still want to wear something like this. Woo! I tell you what, I don't. Skinny jeans, latex trousers, they very much highlight and focus on this area, and they can be quite tight and restrictive, but if you still want to wear them, you can. And here's a couple of ideas to make it a bit of a safer option. You know, I love my blazers. I'm going back in with the blazer. Okay, leaving a blazer loose, crossbody bag, perfect. But chuck on a belt And you're gonna get that nice peplum effect, which is gonna allow this space to expand underneath without being on show. Chuck on some heels, work, events, meals. You know the world's your oyster? When you've got a blazer and a belt, like you can get a blazer for like £5 and it can literally save your week. Oversized wool coat, comfortable, stylish. You're gonna feel good. Ooh, carnelian. One thing I forgot to mention is shirts. Shirts and jeans, especially if you are suffering from binge eating disorder and you're having to go to work at the same time. Bloat safe, binge safe, work outfit option, smart outfit option. Highly recommend some chiffon shirts, some faux silk shirts, some satin shirts. Getting a stretchy pant and a drapey shirt is going to save you. They look classy, they look put together, they drape really nicely, they're very feminine. Again, if this is a priority for you. When I initially gained weight and I was going through the binging and bloating process, I didn't feel womanly, and because I didn't feel womanly, I felt like I couldn't wear woman's clothing anymore. And that was absolutely not the case. So what I found myself doing was wearing jeans and trainers and sweatshirts and hats, and that's just not me, and there's nothing wrong with that style. I actually grew to love it. It's now become part of my wardrobe. You know, I found a new style. Something really, really good came out of that binge period for me. You know, and just remember that if you are going through recovery right now and you've gained a bit of weight, that's all right. It's totally expected, and you need to work with that weight in order to move through this period of your life. If you start to judge yourself for gaining weight and stop doing things that you like and stop eating foods that you like, and you stop going out and you stop buying clothes until you've got smaller again, don't wait until you're thin again, or don't wait until you're a weight that you're comfortable with to buy clothes that make you feel good. Buy them now. You need to feel good now. Placing your happiness and your salvation for in the future, and you think you'll be happy again, it's going to perpetuate your disordered thinking and your disordered eating, and it will not serve you. Just trust me right now when I say, if you are gaining weight, if you are in recovery right now and you are gaining weight and you don't feel comfortable in any of your clothes, just go out and buy some new clothes. You don't have to spend a fortune. Half of these clothes I got from charity shops or Zara or high street shops or cheapy shops like that, because I didn't intend on keeping them for a long period of time, but I still wanted to feel good in that moment. Do you, serve you, love your body even though it's changing, love your mind even though it's changing. Just take care of yourself as best as you can. So if you like this video today, again, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. All my social media links will be in the description bar below, including links to the Toilet Teddy podcast and my blog. Peace and love, and have a brilliant 2020. Happy New Year, guys. Mwah.